Hello again from my front porch. Well, we're here today because I want to unveil something to you. Literally, I'm going to unveil. I did a thing. I did a fairly dramatic thing. Has to do with hair. You've probably already given you spoilers. But you recall, those of you who've known me for a long time will recall that over a decade ago, I shaved off my mustache that I'd had for, well, 30 years at that point. It was a dramatic change. It was a change in my look that really shocked a lot of people, including my kids, because they had never known me without that mustache. When I shaved it, though, I had people tell me that I looked younger, that I didn't look like a pedophile, I didn't look like a 70s porn star. And I'll tell you, it does something for your heart when you know that your friends thought that's how you looked, but didn't bother to tell you until after you shaved it off. But anyway, I shaved that off and it improved my look. Well, then more recently, of course, I grew that beard just as an experiment. And, some people didn't like it, but most people really liked it. And it came in pretty good. And in fact, the lady who does my hair, Meredith, she said that my beard was the kind of beard that most guys would envy, that it was very full and very even. I didn't really have to do much to care for it. I just, cut my throat. Well, I didn't cut my throat. I shaved the hair on my throat and then, tried to keep it clean off the side. Didn't want to get all bushy and long, and, I wasn't trying to be a member of the Oak Ridge Boys kind of thing or ZZ Top. But the point being, I grew the beard and it changed my look, and most people seem to embrace it. And then I had it for about a year and I shaved it off. And I'd only had it for 1 year, but a lot of people are like, "Oh, wow, that really changes your look." Oh, okay, yeah, great, good. Yeah. But my point is, and I shaved off. People say, "Oh, you look so much younger. Oh, wow, you look thinner." You're like, well, we're gonna see if that same experiment works now, because ta-da, boom! This is what I've done. Look, see, woo! Got the old cue ball look going there, shiny chrome dome. That's right. I haven't turtle waxed it, but everybody has embraced this though. Now I look at myself and I just see Paul with no hair. That's all I see. Other people have looked at me and have said I look thinner without the hair. My face looks thinner, that I look younger. And the reason they say I look younger is because with the hair, even though I only had it really around the sides, a little bit on top, but most around the sides and the back, that with that hair, it was gray and actually turning white, and that made me look older. But I have apparently a youthful face, a young looking face, which, thank you, Mom. I know I get that from my mom, so thank you. And so I've been told that not having the gray hair so prominent and visible allows me to look a little bit younger. Okay, so I'll take it, sure. I'm not doing it out of vanity. I'm not doing it so that I can look younger, but hey, if that's a benefit. So the motivation behind wanting to do this simply was, I've had several people who have said, have you ever considered, because the hair was thinning on top and I had the little island I was always having to trim here, and the hair was all, it was like little pieces of hair sticking out, and they would get long and they would, not long, I wouldn't let them get long, but they'd get kind of scraggly and stuff. And it's like, why are you still holding on to the hair? Just get rid of it, just let it go. And it's like, I just was never in the mood. So this last time I went to get my hair done by Meredith, which is back to the name of her entity, Hair by Meredith. But I went to Meredith and I said I wanted to do this, and she looked at me a little skeptically, and she said, "Well, how about we just take it down a notch?" So she did her little thing, and she kept it, and it got down until it couldn't go down anymore. And she looked at me and said, "Well, what do you think?" And I said, "Let's do it. Let's just do it." And she goes, "Okay." So off it went, and this is now the result. And I have one of those little, I think my sister Tony called little octopus razor things. It's got like 5 blades on it, circled, and you go like this. I know some other people will put shaving cream on and straight blade it and stuff. I haven't got there yet. Maybe I will, assuming I choose to keep it. I don't know if I'm going to choose to keep it, but for right now, it suits me. I'm learning to live with it. But what is interesting, and see, it's even. I should also mention that Meredith, who does my hair, and others have said that this works for me because I have a nicely shaped head. And they mean that as a compliment, because apparently there are some people who do not, that if they did this, if they shaved what hair they had off, they would look odd. because of their odd shaped head, or it's got bumps or deformities of some kind. I don't know. But apparently I have a very pleasant, nicely shaped head, and so it pulls this off. All right, again, I'll take it. It's fine. But here on the front porch, my crew, which of course you know to be McCoy and Mulder, they have their own opinions about this too. Now, I should mention that the only person who doesn't like this look is my mom, which of course, is a big deal. My mom usually is very nice about everything, likes everything. But she looked at me and went, literally got the sour face like she just sucked on 3 or 4 whole lemons. And she went, oh, no, I liked you better with the hair. I liked you better with it. My dad, on the other hand, I showed him and he went, it's not like you had a lot of hair anyway. Those two are so opposite. So opposite. But anyway, I did this and I'm getting the reactions. But McCoy and Mulder, they seem to think that with this, I look like other people, famous people. And so they've put together a list, and they're gonna bring up the pictures here, and we're gonna respond. I'm gonna respond to these with you, and you tell me. You can type in below whether you think they're on to something or not with any of these. But let's see what McCoy and Mulder came up with. So first things first. The first one on the list is really Dr. Evil. Really, Dr. Hold on. I disagree. I don't think I look like Dr. Evil. First of all, I don't have I don't have the scar thing, and I think I look like more than $1 million. So I reject that. I don't think I look like Dr. Evil. But Dr. Evil is actually based off a famous James Bond character, Blofeld, who is from You Only Live Twice. From one of Sean Connery. Look. They're saying that they think, okay, yeah, I look like Blofeld. I do not look like Blofeld. Plus, I don't have a cat. The closest to a cat I have is, I have a Tribble. What do you think? No, see, I don't think it works. I don't think I've got the look. No, I don't think it works. So who else you got? Oh, really? Walter White, or Heisenberg, as his alter ego becomes, as he starts making methamphetamines while he in the show Breaking Bad. Walter White, really? He's got that. He's got a hat here. I got a hat kind of like his. Here, how about this? No, see, I don't see it. No, doesn't work for me. Nope. So move on. But Kingpin. I don't think I even have the physique for Kingpin, let alone the steely look. Nah, I don't think I can pull that off. Kingpin, no. Voldemort? Are you kidding me? Voldemort? Really? Yeah, I guess I do have the wand. Even has the it's the Slytherin kind of, or the snakehead kind of wand. So I do have the wand. I could be but come on. I have a nose. He doesn't have I have a nose. He doesn't have it. Where's it? No. I'd like to think I have better complexion too. All right, what else you got? Come on. Well, okay. I will admit, I like this. This is the Lex Luthor from Smallville. I like that, but let's not stretch truth. I realize that some people say I look younger without the hair, but come on, this is that. If you're gonna compare me to Lex Luthor, let's do it. Oh, there you go. That's better. Gene Hackman's Lex Luthor. Yeah, that looks. Well, okay. Yeah, no, I still don't see it. I don't feel like a Lex Luthor. I don't know. So what else you got there? Let's see. Vincent Price as Egghead. I called myself Chrome. Did I call myself Egghead when we started? I might have. I don't remember. But so hold on. Here, let's see what you think. Here, let me. I have an egg right here. So. No, I don't think I pull off the Batman villain look. I just don't think I've got the negative. Wait a minute. Hold on just a second here, guys. I'm figuring out you've compared me to villains. You think that being come on. I'm a happy-go-lucky guy. I'm a little odd. I'm a little silly. Don't you have anything like that? Come on, let's go. What do you? Well, that's certainly silly. I don't think I look like a cone head. First of all, I'm a blunt head. I think isn't that the line they use in the movie, in the show? But come on, I don't have the point up there. Other than that, though, I can see the similarity. So no. So what else you got? Really? Oh, here, where's my? This is my high school class ring. My precious. No, this doesn't work. I don't think. Hopefully, you don't think it does either. So, well, I don't know. So, no. What else you got? The Thing. Oh, well, first of all, I know this one doesn't work because I have much better complexion than The Thing does. But Michael Chiklis, I think that's how you pronounce it. But the actor who played this version of The Thing, I really like the actor, first of all, but I probably kind of look more like the actor than The Thing himself. Interesting little tidbit, a little bit of trivia. Supposedly, Stan Lee said that his depiction of Thing from the Fantastic Four was his favorite of all the Marvel movies, and I suppose TV shows, but his depiction of Thing was his favorite live-action depiction of any of his Marvel characters. That's actually pretty tall compliment coming from Stan Lee. But anyway, no, I don't think I look like that. So what else you got? What's silly? Elmer Fudd. Oh, be very, very quiet. We're hunting rabbits. Oh, but see, I mean, first of all, you can't even. He's got the hat on. Oh, there you go. Elmer Fudd without the hat. Yeah. I suppose I do have that look every once in a while. But no, I don't think I look like Elmer Fudd. Stop it. What else you got that's kind of in the Deb is going to think this one is amazing. This is hysterical because she tells me all the time, these are my dance moves. This is how. So maybe it's not just my head that looks like this dancing baby. Maybe it's my whole body. All right, get rid of that. Get that out of here. Come on, you started with bad guys, and then we went. Give me good guys. Come on, there's got to be some good guys. Come on. Oh, Yul Brynner from the where'd that hat go? There. Yul Brynner from the Magnificent Seven. I like. Nope, doesn't work. No, I mean, I love Yul Brynner in the Magnificent Seven, and he also starred in the sequel, The Return of the Seven. And he wore the same outfit and all that kind of. He also wore the same outfit when he did Westworld, the sci-fi the horror kind of thing, where he played a robot that short circuits and starts killing everybody, and he wore the same outfit, which really screws with your head. That's amazing. but no, Yul Brynner is cool, absolute cool, and I'd like to think I am, but let's be honest, no, that's not gonna. How about who else you got? Really? Nick Fury? Nick Fury. Really? You think I look like Nick Fury? Well, obviously, I do not look anything like Nick Fury. It's pretty clear. He's got an eye patch. I don't. Move on. What else you got? Mr. Clean. Oh, yeah. Well, I suppose my arms folded. Maybe I look a little bit like him. But I'm not as muscular, and I guarantee you, I am not as clean. So, no. And I don't have an earring. Which you're, no. So no. I don't think that one works. So what? Come on, let's go here. What do you got? Professor X. I mean, that's a cool comparison. I like. I don't think it works. So let's move on. Captain Picard from Star Trek Next Generation. You realize that's the same actor. This is the same guy. It's the same look. I mean, it's the same thing. It's not. Move on. Let's go with something else. What else you got? Patrick Stewart as King Richard in Robin Hood Men in Tights. You know, it's the same actor. Still, yeah, he's wearing a crown now that you can't see the ball, but it's the same guy. That doesn't count. You can't just give me multiples of the same guy. Come on. I mean, McCoy and Mulder, you guys, you're slipping on the job here. So come on. What else you got? Oh, Kojak. Oh, here, let me help you. Who loves you, baby? Oh, but you know, Kojak he wasn't always just, I do like this one. I like this comparison. It's a really classy, cool comparison. I really like it. But you know, he wore hats and he wore, there, yeah, see, hold on. Put these on, and then my hat that I like to wear. No, it's not an exact duplicate of Kojak, but I think it looks pretty good. Who loves you, baby? No, really, I like that. That's pretty good. But so, anyhow, whether you like it or not, boom, the glare is there. And so now that's my look for the time being. So if you see me out and around, you will see me sporting a hat. And it's not that I'm ashamed of it and covering up. I've just started enjoying wearing hats as well. But you'll see me out and around. Just know that under the hat is this. And even now, it's like coming out because, you know, when you shave your head like this, unless you shave it really close and turtle wax it down, there's a little stubble. And it's like sandpaper. And it catches on stuff like taking your cloth hat off, putting it on and off. Even drying off in the shower, I find that it catches as I'm trying to dry my head. I'll be like, put my towel up there. So I've got to get used to this, not just the look, but how to maintain this look too. So anyhow, there you go. That's the latest update from the front porch. Look at how shiny it is. And know who loves you, baby. It's me. And with that, I'll let y'all go, and I'll see you next time from my front porch.